What is up, guys? Welcome, Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this. Happy Friday, guys. Hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Fantastic day. It is Friday. Hell yeah, we made it through the week. Now we have the weekend. Hopefully, you are off for the weekend and you can just straight trade like I'm going to be, right? So let's do this, guys. So again, happy Friday, guys. Right now, Bitcoin right now sitting at 76,600. Absolutely looking fantastic today. Making another high again today, guys. 77,273 to be exact. Gonna mark that on the chart here. You guys can see that we have just been steadily making new highs as we continue to move daily. Things are looking great as far as Bitcoin for right now. Let's get into it. I know some meme coins before Red Rum even says anything. Well, he already said it. That I know some meme coins right now aren't doing the best, and you have some meme coins that are going crazy, right? And what's going on? Well, we're gonna talk about this here in a second. Khalil, what's going on? Red Rum, what's going on, brother? Beige, keep an eye on Sync. All right. Wood turning, what's going on, brother? What is going on? He said we're going down. Where are we going? Going down. We're sinking. Oh, you guys are getting a little bearish over here, right? I don't know, bro. These charts look like we're up. But, I mean, if you're expecting that we're maybe going to have a little bit of a retracement, I wouldn't disagree with that. I wouldn't disagree with it whatsoever. So, like I said, Bitcoin right now, sitting at around 76,600. We did come off of this all-time high, somewhere around this 77,000. Looks like I got to move this line a little bit farther down. 77,276, somewhere around that area. We'll call it 77.3. Definitely making new highs every day, something that we want to see, right? So you can see that we did have somewhat of a small retracement. It looks like we're finding support at a previous high that we made, looks like a few days ago, about 2 days ago, somewhere around that 76,488 area. So you can see we have basically bounced off of this twice, showing that we do have some support for right now. What am I expecting going into this weekend? Well, I will say normal weekends we usually have small volume, right? It's usually not what we see during the weekdays. Jojo, welcome, brother. Welcome to the members only stream, dude. I'm sure you're probably just renewing your membership, so welcome back if you've been a previous member. So, Gina, what's going on? Like I was saying, going into the weekend, I'm expecting that we're most likely going to see some just basic volume, nothing too crazy, but there is that big but. And I didn't mean it like that, but there's always the big question. We've been making steady highs for the last 3 or 4 days, right? Can we go into this weekend possibly running? We might. It might be one of those weekends where we might see some big movement towards the upside. I'm not necessarily sold on that yet, just because you guys can see since we did make highs earlier, the market has closed, and I mean the stock market for the week has closed about 40 minutes ago, right? So we're pretty much seeing that typical Friday kind of light sell-off and probably getting into some low volume, right? Nothing to be too worried about. I do think if we do see somewhat of a small little, small weekend as far as just slow movement, maybe even tracing to the side, if we can come out of this weekend and Bitcoin is above 76,000, guys, I'm telling you, that is going to be so bullish because that is just setting us up for this week coming up for us to be hitting that $80,000 mark that we know is inevitable that's going to come. Scenario 2, maybe we see this weekend, maybe we see a big blow up in the price and maybe we see a lot of volume coming in. Some weekends, they're very rare, but some weekends, just out of nowhere, we will see some big sells, big buy-ins, basically a lot of inflows coming in. We could see outflows, right? We have been running for a while. So there's a lot of things on the table, but for the most part, I think what we've been talking about is still on the table as far as us just continuing to move up as far as with Bitcoin and crypto. Now, what's going on with alts? Well, alts right now, you're seeing some alts like Solana right now broke over $200. Let's pull that chart up. You can see like Solana broke up above $200, looking absolutely fabulous. Actually creating a M pattern before it broke down, right? Remember we were talking about the W patterns, right? Usually, and this is a small M pattern, but we talk about W patterns, opposite of what this is, usually pointing towards the upside. Usually you're going to see big movements towards the up. For here, you can see this slight W pattern, and that's why you're probably seeing somewhat of a downward move. You can see for the 30-day, it did break below the 50-day. These are all indicators that we're just having a slight cool off, right? Guys, listen. Bitcoin right now is at $76,000 plus. Solana is hovering right under $200, right? We have moved a lot in the last week. We've moved a lot in the last week. We probably need somewhat of a small break as far as movement to just kind of refuel the jets, kind of let people take their profits, and maybe let the prices retrace slightly so we can get some new buys and some big buyers to come in feeling like they're getting a good price versus where we're at possibly right now, right? It's a natural movement. It's something that every chart you want to see, right? I know we all want to see just straight upward movement, but in the long run, I think when we look back, we're going to be like, who cares on these little retraces that we're going to have and that we've seen, right? Like I said, take it in. Bitcoin is literally been making all-time highs every day. If your favorite alt right now has seen some big movement recently and maybe it's not moving particularly today or you're having somewhat of a retracement like MILADY, it happens. It happens. Honestly, pulling up MILADY's chart, I told you guys I pretty much bought in because I bought in a little early before we dropped. I started buying in around the 72 area. And then I did buy in some big bags down here. I don't know what my average is, but I want to say just to make it on the safe side, I'm probably at like the 70 area, right? So not even that I got this crazy price in, but I mean, I did, right? Right now I'm a little up, but I mean, even right now I've been kind of keeping my eye on it because I want to accumulate more. And and when you look at like just particularly like MILADY, I'm pulling up MILADY because it's had a retracement today. It's down 12, almost 12%, 11.5%. And me personally, I feel like perfectly fine, right? Because market cap $52 million, I'm going to keep accumulating, right? So for me personally, I'm keeping an eye on MILADY just because I have it at around the 70 area. If we can get down towards that 70 area or below, I'm going to just start dollar cost averaging in, adding more to my bag for MILADY particularly. Jojo, what's going on, bro? I know I said what's up to you. Red Rum said I spent too much money on MILADY. Doesn't look good. Yeah. Red Rum. I am drinking, bro. I've never tried this before. Have you guys ever had a beer? This is it's a sour triple. I don't know what it is. It just like caught my attention when I bought it at the store today, and I don't know how I'm feeling about it. It's literally a beer, and it has a sour kind of taste to it, like you're eating like a sour candy. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I could drink a bunch of them, but I definitely did open one right before we started streaming. So, a couple things today. We're gonna jump into some articles, but for myself today, you guys know. I've been accumulating Myro as well, right? Myro is another meme coin that's on Solana, right? I picked up, somewhere down here, and I did earlier. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did sell off on Myro. Picked up maybe like a 20, about 30% gain on that, so I wasn't too upset. Why did I sell off on Myro? Am I expecting the prices to drop? I don't think I'm not expecting the prices to like tank, but I was like, you know what? We're up 20 at the time that I was selling it. I was up 25, maybe 30%. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the profits and I'm just going to wait to see if maybe we retrace, even if we retrace 5-10%, right? That's 10% more I can get of Myro. The point of the story is I'm going to buy back in, definitely, but I can accumulate more with the same liquidity is pretty much what I'm doing with that. So I did jump out of Myro briefly with anticipation that I'm going to be jumping right back in on Myro. And, that's pretty much what the story is for today for a lot of projects. I think for Memecoin'S, we've seen a big run on a lot of them. Me personally, what I do, especially if I just bought in, right? I understand if you've been dollar cost averaging in, for a while, you're kind of, you're waiting for that big move. Me personally, on like MILADY, if MILADY was up 50% right now, I probably would sell to reposition myself, right? If I was up 50%, Myro wasn't up 50, but I was up 25, at least 25%. Reposition myself, right? I'm going to reposition myself. Definitely going to buy back in, but going to take that 25% profit and, and run with it pretty much, secure in the bag, right? So I'm seeing the chat is lit up. You guys are lit up for Friday, huh? So, Jay, what's going on, bro? Crypto Law with the Vault and you. Jojo just gifted somebody a membership. Who got it? MJS. What's going on? MJS is like, holy crap, I'm a member now. Twan, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, bro. Appreciate that. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much, man, for the support. We are going to have a big super chat. We're going to have a big members only stream this weekend. So now MJS, thanks to Jojo, will be attending if he's available, right? We are going to be doing that members only stream this weekend. Wood said a minus you sell on Crow, you lose 20% fee. A minimum you buy on CRONOS, you lose 15%. Yeah, so the reason why I like trading with like Myro and particularly Solana meme coins is because you can get them off the swaps, right? So, you know, when I made that move today, I didn't have to minus 15%, right? It was literally like if I don't remember what it was, but it was probably like 1% that Jupiter swap took, you know, for the transaction, something so small. That's why, and it's funny, we talk about, you know, the member stream. That's why I'm always talking about in member stream, you know, just the benefits of using DeFi, you know, and DeFi wallets, right? So that's something that we cover on the member stream. I had somebody hit me up on the Discord, you know, asking me questions about, you know, how to buy certain projects. And I told him, I said, are you a member? And he was like, no, I'm not a member. I'm like, dude, just because typing it is on the Discord is like, it's going to take me 3 days, right? So I'm like, bro, just become a member and we'll literally dedicate 15 minutes. I'll show you how to download a freaking DeFi wallet. And, you know, so you're good to go. You can buy whatever the hell you want on DeFi and you can kind of get around some of these fees. Now, you're not going to get around everything, right? Like MILADY particularly is traded on Ethereum, you know, so you'd have to trade, you know, you have to open up a MetaMask wallet or something that's compatible with Ethereum for you to actually go through to buy on DeFi. But with Ethereum, you're going to pay more in fees, right? So I'm wondering, particularly with crypto.com, I understand they do have fees, but I wonder if they're factoring in when maybe, you know, with Ethereum, I don't know, because their fees are questionable as far as like when you want to buy and sell. It's just, it's outrageous, you know? Yeah, Wood, I'm not day trading on crypto.com, bro. Trust me, I understand. Their fees are outrageous. Gene's asking, could you please do some TA on Mog and Dog Elon? Yeah, we'll pull it up. Is Gina in here? She is. Hey, Gina. Every time I think of Mog, I always think of like Amor and Gina. Damn. Freaking Mog came off of a nice all-time high right there. Hell yeah. Oh, look at the W pattern that we did this like a few days ago. I said it looks like we formed some kind of a double bottom. Look at that. I didn't even realize later that day we made all-time highs on Mog. That's crazy. That's awesome. So as far as TA on Mog, I mean, right now, you know, we did break out of the trend making this W pattern, right? We found some support at the 382 at around that 16.9 area. Obviously running up to make new all-time highs at around the 26. We broke below the 236, right? At that 20 level. So what I would say is we'll probably find some support around the 16 area, 16.9, if we even come down that low. Like I said, I'm honestly expecting this weekend to be kind of dull for the most part. So I'm not expecting like a big sell-off or anything like that. So if we do see some movement towards the downside, maybe even Mog doesn't even make it down to the 382. But if it does, you're probably looking at for some support. The only thing I would say on this is we definitely don't want to keep retesting the 382, you know, multiple times, because it is eventually going to break. I don't think that's in play just because we're so bullish right now, right? And we know that it's inevitable for Bitcoin to break above 80K, and we know altcoin season, it's probably already started, right? We were looking at dominance yesterday, and it had dropped over 1% for Bitcoin dominance. Now, we're not in altcoin season. I'm just saying, maybe when we look back at this could be the downward move of Bitcoin dominance, indicating that we might have already started altcoin season. We won't really know until we're like in full effect, right? And we really won't know until Bitcoin dominance has dropped down, like into the lower 50s, getting into the 40s, in my opinion, as far as getting into full, altcoin season. So what I would say as far as with MOG, looks bullish, right? As long as the markets stay bullish as far as like Bitcoin, hovering around some of these high levels, MOG, you might get a chance to come back down towards the 16.9, maybe bounce off of that, and you'll probably continue to move as the markets move with it. If this 16.9 breaks for whatever crazy reason, next spot for some big support, if you're looking at dollar cost average in, the 13.9, and then we have this big support level at around the 12.3, right? So if later on, let's say a few days from now, we are retracing, and you're like, damn it, what was the levels that Crip was talking about? You can literally pull this video up and pause it, and you can pull up my chart and see what we're talking about as far as for MOG particularly. But I don't anticipate that we're going to come down to these levels. We maybe might retest the 382 at the 16.9 at the lowest, in my opinion, unless something happens, like we start seeing a big sell-off, which, again, I don't anticipate. My boy Rawls coming through, bro. What is going on, bro, with the 5 pounds? I appreciate that. Any news on MILADY on Binance? Bro, I haven't got any news as of now. Let's pull up MILADY's Twitter real quick and see if there's anything going on. So they posted 9 hours ago. Ladies is just getting started and the possibilities are endless. Here's to growth, innovation, love, and memes. Nice. I didn't even see this. And then look at this on the election day. Real huge congratulations to President Trump on regaining the White House. The ladies community is thrilled to see your leadership back in action, guiding America towards greatness once again. Look at Elon. You guys remember when Elon came into the Twitter's headquarters and he was like taking stuff out and he took that sink, I believe it was. Look, he's carrying the sink. He's carrying the sink out of the White House. Yeah. That's kind of funny. I'm happy. I'm honestly happy to see that they're posting stuff other than the NFTs, or their little NFT memes like they kind of do, for the most part, right? I'm glad that they're at least giving out some, hopium as far as, like they're telling us that there's growth, innovation, and we're just basically getting started with this project. Now, remember, guys, how things work, right? Right when you start writing off these projects or you're like, it's not moving, oh, I'm going to sell off or loss, it's going to happen a week later, a month later, or 2 months, whatever the case is, you're going to look back and it's going to bite you in the ass, right? Don't forget, last year we covered this. Maybe it was the beginning of this year. They have, they want to implement staking, right? They want to do a launch pad for staking and just little things that they want to do with this project that, that a lot of meme coins don't have whatsoever, that are $1 billion, per market cap meme coins. So I'm not saying that's going to move the needle, but just don't sleep on them. Let them do what they got to do in the back end. Yes, maybe they're not coming out with updates as much as we would prefer, but I do think that we're going to. I do think that down the road, MILADY is a solid project. I really do, and that's why I'm invested in MILADY. I sold off on Myro today. Gonna get back in, but I didn't sell my MILADY. Now I'm gonna be honest. I didn't sell my MILADY because I wasn't really up much. 1, 2, just like someone was saying in the chat. Selling on crypto.com, you better be up like 1,000% because they're about to crypto.com is about to hit you with like 20% fees on whatever you're selling. If you're selling a big bag, that can they're eating away at your profits. So definitely wasn't going to sell off until we've made it to the top. So as far as any word on Binance, dude, I'm right here with you. I haven't heard anything in regards to anything with Binance, and I don't think we're going to hear anything until it's if and when it happens, right? So we're not going to probably hear about it until maybe 12 hours prior to them dropping it or after it's gone live, right? That's usually how it happens whenever you're seeing new listings on central exchanges. So, but Rawls, thank you so much for the 5 pounds. Twan for the $10 super chat, and Jojo, good luck on buying that membership and renewing your membership. Appreciate that, bro. Ricky, what's going on? Overcome old What is going on, guys? I didn't know if you guys were going to be available today because we are streaming a little early, right? And it's Friday. I know, you guys got things to do on Fridays, right? We do crypto all week. Got to take a day off. Wood said, I remember when I sold Shiba for like 20 grand and the fee was like 2,500. I know, bro. It's insane. You guys, if you've been around on the channel, there's been a couple times where I've literally for 10 minutes started the stream and I was just bitching and complaining because I had just sold off a big bag of whatever it was at the time on crypto.com. And I'm like, dude, they just hit me with $500 fees or whatever the case is. I'm like, it's insane, dude. It really is. I understand if you're selling like 100 grand and it's 500. Yeah, that's one. But when you're selling, I'm just throwing a number out there. When you're selling like 10 grand and they're taking freaking $700 in fees, you're like, dude, what in the $700 in fees? Good God, I just paid someone's salary at crypto.com just for my move right there. But you know what? It is what it is. We use central exchanges, but that's why I push special memberships on the member streams. We're always talking about DeFi plays, right? And I remember when we first started the member stream, I literally, I'm not going to say I helped, but I literally walked probably 30 or 40 people into how to download DeFi wallets, right? And just get them started on their journey with DeFi. Because once you start trading on DeFi and you see what the fees are, how cheap they are, you really are, you're very hesitant to buy, projects on some of these central exchanges for multiple reasons, right? But the big one being that you just save so much money on transactions, especially when you're talking about, buying and selling, big chunks of money. So, and I hope that all you guys get to that, as far as trading $10, $20, $30,000 moves, right? You guys will get there. It takes time, patience. Rodney, what's going on, man? Old said, just finished working on a window at my home, checking my phone. Hell yeah. Jay said, what do you think of its movement? For MILADY, I was saying at the beginning of the stream, it stinks because like you look at MILADY, right? You look at like right now, Pepe's down 1.5%, JASMY, or I'm talking about memes. So Pepe's down 1.5%, Bunk's down about 3.7%. You have Myro down 3%. Right, and then you have MILADY down almost 11 freaking percent right now, right? So I mean, it's down, but the difference is compared to majority of those, even Myro, is MILADY's market cap is a fraction of any one of those their market cap. So you're going to see more volatility. You're going to see more dramatic moves, whether it be towards the down or the upside, right? So it is what it is. If anything, like I said, I'm honestly looking. Once we get down a little bit towards that 70 or below, if we get down there, I'm going to just start continuing to dollar cost average in because that's pretty much where my average is right now. So, but you better believe if and when this thing starts taking off, we're going to see some fast movement. We know how MILADY works. We know how it works, dude. It works mysteriously and fast. Mysteriously and fast. Crypto Law said, no days off for me. I eat, sleep, and piss crypto. Hell yeah. So let's just do this. Let's jump into a couple of things because I'm not going to be on for too long tonight, guys. But we will have a fun pack weekend, even though I don't expect much going on this weekend. I'm probably, like, for the member stream, we're going to be talking about some new plays and maybe even some old plays that I jumped out of that I might be jumping in on. We're going to see how the weekend plays out. But for Fear and Greed Index, you guys can see we are still, we're still holding that 72 greed. So we're looking good. We're looking good for right now as far as the market staying confident. Flip, what's going on, brother? With the $20 super chat. You guys are dropping bread today. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, dude. Let me know if there's anything that you want to pull up, bro. Let me know. Thank you again for the $20. Thank you so much for everybody that's dropped some bread today on the stream. I do appreciate you guys. But getting back to the Fear and Greed Index, like I said, confidence is there. 72 greed. We're looking good right now. We're looking good as far as the market. Remember, we're just a few hours shy, and I mean a few hours ago, Bitcoin literally just made all-time highs. Again today, guys. Again today. Dominance right now 58.8 on coin market cap, but I guarantee it is going to be different if when we pull a chart up here. So look at this. Yeah, I mean, it's looking good. It's looking good, guys. So a couple things explaining this. Bitcoin dominance. We did spike, a few days ago to almost 61%. We have dropped down. We're continuously dropping down. It's not going to be dramatic, but you can see from our high, our local high, we're now down almost 2% from that high for Bitcoin dominance. But Bitcoin just made all-time highs, right? What's going on here? Well, what you're seeing is that dominance, as far as per market cap for the whole space, is coming down for Bitcoin, but you still do see inflows, a lot of inflows coming into Bitcoin, right? What you're seeing is that, there's money flowing into alts right now. And that's why you're seeing, like today, Solana breaking over 200. Ethereum right now still hovering around $3,000. Believe it or not, there is a lot of alts right now that are doing pretty damn good. Flip, I see your used cars and Byte. We're gonna pull that up right now. Looking at the weekly on these alts, look at these things. Crow is up 51% for the week, guys. This new project Grass that just dropped on Solana, the biggest airdrop that they've ever had on Solana to this date, is up 121% for the week. 122, it just jumped up. Nero, another meme coin that we've been talking about a lot, up 50%. Athena, Pepe, 22%, right? You can see that for the week, Dogecoin up almost 30%. We've had a decent, solid week, and we're still holding pretty freaking well right now. So what I'm saying about the dominance is Bitcoin dominance is starting to come down, which that's what we want to see. If you're not a Bitcoin maxi, this is what you want to see, because what's happening is we're going to start continuously coming down. You're going to see the market cap for the whole crypto space. Let's see here. Up again, only 0.12%, but steadily moving up, right? Money is flowing into alts. Money is flowing into alts, guys. And we're slowly but surely, I'm telling you, this could be, we've probably already started that first little, beginning stages of us being in altcoin season. So my boy Ricky, let's see here. So he wants to let's pull up used cars. Let's see here. What do you guys? You guys are stagnant today. You're down in the last 24 hours about 0.5%. So nothing too crazy as of now. I think, did we pull this up yesterday or? I don't remember. So as of now, bro, you can see you pretty much have found some support on this fib, the 786 fib right here, which is at the 10, basically that one, a little bit over that 1 penny mark. That's where you found some support, and you can see you're basically hitting your head at around the 618, or I'm sorry, the 0.5, somewhere around this 2.1 cent, right? So you can see a nice run for used car. This has been in the last, been in the last like 3 or 4 days. You've seen a nice move, almost 90% at its high. It's still up about 66%. So what I would say is this 618 right here at around the 1.7. If you guys can hold that and you can find some kind of a bounce off this 618 right here, you need to keep retesting this 0.5 at the 21 mark, and you'll probably start taking off even higher for right now, right? But at the end of the day, you do have support. I don't know what your position is if you're in right now and you're up, and maybe you're looking to see if you should maybe reposition yourself, aka sell, right? I mean, I don't diss repositioning, possibly waiting for maybe a bounce, but like I said, I would potentially wait to see if maybe that 1.7 is going to hold. If we come back down and bounce off that 1.7, we'll probably continue up on the move towards the upside. If the 1.7 breaks, you're probably looking at coming down either at the mid of this fib retracement, somewhere around the 14 level, or like I said, finding support somewhere around that 10 or 11 mark, which is basically the 1.1 cent mark for used cars. So if it breaks the 618, if it was me, my opinion, I'd probably reposition myself. If I had bought in down here, I'd take the gains and wait for some with anticipation that we're maybe going to bounce somewhere down here, and then maybe find that bounce for used cars. So, but doesn't look bad. You know, kind of just stagnant for today. Like I said, down not even 1%. And Byte's on traditional market, right, bro? Is this Digibyte? Is that correct? No. $16 million market cap. What is this? This is on Solana. Let's pull this up. Did this just drop? Nah, that's a fake. You have to be very careful. It's on Ethereum too. All right. I'm guessing the Ethereum one's the official one because, yeah, this one's got to be the official one because it's got a $16 million market cap on here. Okay, it's been out for like almost a year. It's Grunk's dog. I mean, fib retracement don't really like because it's not really giving us any kind of good spots here. But I will say, Flip, you see this W pattern right here? You might have a W pattern in play. Potentially, right? You might have a W pattern in play here. So, $16 million market cap, liquidity at a little over $1 million, 1.3 million locked. Doesn't look bad. Numbers check out. As far as the project itself, I mean, you can see you had that initial nice run up, double top, profits taken, dead cat bounce, gets rejected at the 382, kind of does, the same kind of trend over here. You can see right as of now, it's been kind of in a consolidation, consolidation sideways, not coming down towards the bottom of the fib, but maybe finding some support. See here, finding some support somewhere around this 10 level. So what I would say, particularly if I was in the project already, hopefully you'll see this W pattern play out. Next spot for some big resistance, other than maybe hitting its head at these local highs right here at around the 2-1. I would say this fib right here, which is going to be the 618 at the 24, is going to be a big spot for some resistance. As far as if maybe I'm looking to jump in on the project, I would say the 10 area where it's basically bounced off of multiple times is going to be a big spot, that or below, as far as accumulation on the project, right? Or getting in my opinion. So, but hopefully this W pattern plays out and you guys can run. Like I said, first spot for some solid resistance, I'll just mark it on here, is going to be somewhere around where it's pretty much hit its head at. You can see right here. And that's going to be at the 21 area. So we'll see how that plays out. If it breaks that 21, you'll probably blast right past this 618. And maybe I think either the 0.5 or the 382 will be your next spot for some big resistance. But that'll be a big move if it does something like that. I mean, you're talking 121% move potentially. So, but doesn't look bad. Thank you again for the $20 super chat, bro. I do appreciate that. Flip, you see what I'm drinking, dude? This IPA, I don't know if I like it. It's a sour, I don't know how you pronounce it. It says fruited sour triple. I don't know, bro. It's like, it's 9.5% as far as, like the potency. So it's a strong craft beer, but It's like, you know, those warhead sour, you know, like I think of a sour candy. Every time I take a sip, it's like I'm eating a sour candy. I don't know if this is something I'm drinking this one. I don't think I could sit here and just drink that all night. Like, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, I can't do sours, bro. That's what I'm starting to think. This is like my first time trying a sour, and I'm wondering, I'm figuring out why. Like, I'm just like, all right, I can't do that. I can't do it, bro. Twan said, the knowledge you have, Crip, amazes me, brother. Happy to be a member of the stream, bro. Listen, and I'm not just saying this lightly, Twan, and everybody on the stream, but especially my members. I always tell you guys, y'all are my day ones. I appreciate you guys, especially all the support you guys bring for the channel. I really do appreciate you guys just as much. I really do. It's mutual. It really is. Yeah, I'd be loopy, lightweight. Oh, old. Oh, you're saying you're a lightweight. I see what you're saying. They were calling me a lightweight, but I'm like, bro, it's sour. It's not even the potency or anything like that. It's just the sourness. So checking up on this article, only article we're going to read, guys. It's meme coins explode as Donald Trump, wins Bitcoin election, catalyst or coincidence. So crypto traders rejoice as the pro-Bitcoin candidate Donald Trump won the U.S. presidential election. Obviously, we already know that, blah, 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 blah. Cryptocurrency exchanges, institutions, and firms threw their weight behind the Republican candidate through donations to political action committees, and event dubbed the Bitcoin election. On social media platforms, catalyzed gains in several categories of cryptocurrencies, most notably in meme coins. So Dogecoin up 2%. This is as of this article. Shiba was down 1.5%. Pepe down 2.3%. Dog with Hat 3%. Bunk down 4%. Among other meme coins, rallied in nearly double digits in the last 24 hours. So obviously you see these numbers, you're like, they're not rallying. Well, this is what they've retraced down to. But like I said, when you pull up, when you look at the bubbles for the week, Dogecoin, even being down 2% for today, is still up 28.8% for the week, right? So, I mean, meme coins particularly had a very good run in the last few days, regardless of, the elections or whatever the case is. So meme coins inspired by Donald Trump suffered a correction and failed to recover even as Trump emerged victorious in the election. Michael Saylor, founder of chairman of MicroStrategy, one of the largest public holders of Bitcoin, said, "We have a Bitcoin president," in a tweet on X, signaling a sentiment among crypto traders. So meme coin gains, market capitalization climbed 17% overnight. Meme coins are leading a narrative in the ongoing Bitcoin market cycle, clocking the highest gains for traders in Q1, Q2 of 2024. The market capitalization of these category of tokens added 17% to its value and climbed past 75.24 billion according to CoinGecko data. So what they did is they're basically telling us that as of earlier, for meme coins, just meme coins strictly, over $75 billion in liquidity are in meme coins solely. That is crazy right there, guys. That is crazy. Remember what I told you guys in 2021 when we were at the top of altcoin season, right? Just Dogecoin and Shiba alone at a point were over $150 billion for the two market caps, right? So imagine right now we're only at 75 billion, and that's spread across probably 50, 60 to 100 meme coins, right? That they're calculating. Take that into consideration. We probably are going to see a massive record and I'm talking about just meme coins at the end of this altcoin season, how high the liquidity is on strictly meme coins. If we're at 75 now, I wouldn't be surprised if we possibly get up to maybe $500 billion potentially in this meme coin cycle. Among top 10 meme coins ranked by market capitalization, Dogecoin, Pepe, Bunk, Popcat, Floki, Brett, Nero rallied in double digits on Thursday. And you guys can see what we're looking at as far as per market cap, right? Dogecoin leading the way, still in the top 10 at number 8. Shiba, number 14. Pepe, Remember, I told you, I still think that Pepe is going to be the top. I think Pepe is going to be the top. At 29, Dog with Hat at 43. Crazy to think that just a year ago, not even a year ago, Dog with Hat rolled out on DeFi, and you could buy Dog with Hat at less than $1 million market cap. And it's the 43 biggest cryptocurrency to date. Bunk, same story, right? 63, another Solana meme coin. Popcat, been killing it. Floki, coming back from the dead. Brett, the biggest base on base ecosystem, the biggest meme coin. Nero has been freaking killing it. And look what else is on here, guys. Freaking Mog coin. Freaking Mog coin is at the top 100. That's craziness right there. Mog's been absolutely ripping as well, dude. Absolutely ripping right there. So that's just awesome right there. Meme coins, I don't care how you look at it. Meme coins, this just in the last year, have been making some waves in the crypto space, and they are going to only continue, right? Now, I know there's a Bitcoin maxi watching me right now like, oh my God. Bro, we love Bitcoin. We love Bitcoin. I love my fundamental projects, right? Love them. We'll talk about them all day. But you know where them serious gains are, right? It's going to be with the meme coins. It's going to be with the meme coins. So I preach diversify, right? You want to have a diversified portfolio. But some of these meme coins that we're invested in, probably a majority of them are going to do really well, but some of them are going to make life-changing money, right? Some of them are going to make life-changing money. Guarantee it. Not financial advice. Crypto Ricky said, crypto is a game of patience. When you hold a quality coin, hold and wait, because a coin like Lady can probably 100x, even though it seems everything around it is the only thing going up. I agree. Old said, Cass is taking patience, but it's all good. I still hold Ladies, just not as much. Amor, here comes Amor. Amor's a Mog diehard. He said, I've been saying Mog all day, every day. Which are the life-changing money ones is the question. Exactly. That is what it is, bro. But I think, like I said, no matter what, you know, if you got a good position on any of these meme coins, you're going to do well when we really get to the top of the market, you know, and we see that top of altcoin season, you're going to be in the green. You're going to be doing well. Some, though, depending on where you got in on, it's almost like a lottery, right? Some of them, depending on how much you put in on some of these projects, some of us around here might have stories where we've made, you know, $1 million in this run, right? Off of $1,000, something like that. I know it sounds so far-fetched, but it's happened so many times. And a lot of times it happens nowadays. I feel like since 2020, you usually will see those gains from, most of the time, meme coins for the most part. Now, if you're talking about buying Bitcoin in 2011, obviously yes, right? Throwing $1,000 in Bitcoin in 2011, you'd probably be worth hundreds of millions of dollars, right? That's why you always have to pay homage to Bitcoin, because it's paved its way. It paved the way for us and for the whole crypto space. So, Amor said, even if I hit $1 million, crypto.com is going to take most of it. Those are facts, bro. Those are facts. I'm glad we're all coming to an agreement that these central exchanges are absolutely freaking just going crazy with these fees, dude. It really is. It's insane. It is really insane. And you don't really realize it when you're buying like a few $100s and you sell, you're like, you know, you don't really notice it much. But wait until you start making those $10,000, you know, buys and sells and stuff, and you're like, oh, nice, oh, crap, yeah, hell yeah, you know, you're up like $4,000, so you have a total of like $10,000 in Mog, and you're like, hell yeah, and you go to sell, and you look at your portfolio, and you're like, wait, why do I only have 8,900? What the hell? Crypto.com, gotcha. Someone's in the back end like, yes. While you're like, yes, I'm up and I'm going to make this sale, someone's like, yep, go on and more, sell it. Yes. We're up too. And let's do it all over again. But you know what? Like I keep saying, bro, you can't get mad because they give you a platform to trade on, right? They give you a platform to trade on. So that's why like I say, I'm giving the sauce out like we always say in the members, right? This is what I always talk about members is making sure if you're able to getting these projects I'm talking about, like if I'm going to buy anything on Solana, I'm not buying it on crypto.com. I'm going to buy it on my DeFi wallet, right? Maybe you guys should start looking into maybe doing that on Ethereum if you can see and compare the fees, because right now Ethereum fees aren't that high. They're not that crazy right now. It's all based on the congestion of the ecosystem for Ethereum, right? So right now fees aren't that high. Let me see if it tells us on let me see here. Yeah, gas fees are at 11 right now, so they're not really too high. I've seen this all the way up to like 200, back in 2021. So Ethereum fees really aren't that high right now, in my opinion. So are we gonna talk about Crow real quick, bro? What is going on? CRONOS is up massively today. CRONOS is up massively today. I mean, look at this thing. Freaking shot up from 7 cents. Where are we at? At a point, it was up 63 freaking percent. Holy crap. This thing's up 50% in the last day. And then, with that being said, you pull up CRONOS ecosystem and look at the 24-hour. Look at this. It takes you like freaking a few scrolls to come down to see any red. But I mean, for the most part, if you put your money in anything 2 days ago in CRONOS, you should be up at least 25 to 50% on anything right now for CRONOS. What I will say on CRONOS is you guys know how it goes. We'll run for a little while, but eventually we will retrace and it'll become ghost town again. It just comes in spurts. Volume right now for CRONOS, 27.6 million. That's very high for CRONOS, right? We were looking at just a week ago days where CRONOS was at $2 million. So it is over 10x'd in the last few days as far as for DeFi, right? So definitely great. Not financial advice, but if you are up, on some of your projects on CRONOS, I'm not saying for you to particularly sell, right? Because that would be me giving out financial advice. But I'd be looking to possibly see and secure the bag with anticipation that, maybe it might retrace a little bit and you'll see DeFi kind of come down for CRONOS. Who knows, right? Hernandez said, when will NFK run? Well, I mean, we've been doing pretty good recently. NFK is going to run, bro, when we can really pick up the the volume, right? Because our market cap, I'll pull it up. Our market cap is so low right now. Like, what are we at? $60-something thousand market cap. It's not going to take much for us to pop. And I've been telling you guys, as Solana moves up, we're going to move. And you can see, obviously, we've been moving up, in the last, since September, we've been moving, right? But it's been at a slow pace because our volume is so low daily, right? Yesterday, we had great volume. Today, not so much. Right, so as soon as we start getting, as soon as we can start bringing in that volume, and that money start flowing in on NFK, you're gonna see this. I mean, bro, you're gonna see on days like where if we have just a few $1,000s in just volume, we're gonna be moving up 20, 30, 40% in just a small volume days like that. We're, like I said, market cap at 65K right now. It's so small, but it's in such a great position that once we start getting attention back on the project, and we start moving, it's going to move up fast, right? It's going to move up fast. That's what worries me, is that we're going to start moving up fast, and you're going to start seeing like we normally see, right? Where it's just like we start moving up, and then you just like a wallet from like 7 months ago is going to come active again and start selling off, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. We'll continue to move, right? We'll continue to move regardless, but that's what it is. We're going to pop when we can actually, when those days start coming in where the volume starts picking up. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I know you guys have been patient, so don't worry. It's going to happen. We were talking, Gina was asking me, about advertising and stuff like that, marketing. That actually brings me to my attention. I got onto one of my social medias today, and you know what popped up today? Freaking Roaring Kitty. I don't know if they're in the chat today. Roaring Kitty pops up advertisement. And I was like, son of a gun. Right? And that's what we need to start doing for NFK. We need to build up. We just need to build up a little bit more on our market cap, and liquidity looks great, right? We have $65,000 market cap, $30,000 in liquidity locked. Once we build that up a little bit more, I'm telling you, as we start advertising, it's going to be, people are going to stumble across this project and be like, hell yeah, bro, this is a hidden gem right here with such a small market cap. And it's not going to take much for us to pop, in my opinion. So Crypto Ricky said even Finance is pumping, right? That should tell you something. And listen, I come from the Finance days, bro. I come from those days back in 2020, 21. But yeah, I mean, even Finance is moving. That just tells you that everything on CRONOS today it was freaking moving. Old said, "Hey Crip, this might be a degen play, but look at Monka's on the monthly. What is that a DeFi?" Is this it right here? What are you trying to paint out? Like maybe a slight, is this like maybe a W pattern that's maybe forming? Let's pull up the weekly. Is this the project you were talking about? I mean, I see a slight maybe W pattern. I don't know. It's a little sloppy. And you can't, not every W pattern is going to play. I'm not saying this is a bad play or anything like that. I'm just saying I might see a W pattern slightly. Let's look at the daily and get rid of this. I mean, for what it looks like, it looks like it's most likely bottomed out for now. I mean, this thing's up almost 70% for the day. So, I mean, it's running. It's for sure running. Old said, don't second guess yourself. Now, what I will say, Old, is I don't know if you jumped in already, but if you're looking to jump in right now, remember you're buying in. It's up it's up 67% right now for the day, right? So I would be cautious. If this is a project that maybe you're looking at, have patience, right? Have patience, because you might end up having a retracement and you can maybe jump in at some solid prices. Market cap low, $2 million, liquidity. Majority of it locked in at around 350,000. So you can see support level somewhere around the 5.0s and the 18.9 area around here. So, I would say maybe if this thing, okay, so you threw it in a while back. Well, I don't know where you bought in, but if you bought down here, you should be up, right? So, I mean, maybe take that. If you threw 20, you might be at like $40 or $50 right now, right? Hey, I look at that as a win and go ahead and do it again, right? But if you're looking as far as where you're at right now, like I said, you're coming off of a run. Probably this thing ran up 80% today, I'm going to imagine. 200%. No. That's a freaking God candle right there. That's crazy. Secure that bag, bro. Secure the bag. Ugh, I can't drink this sour much longer, bro. Oh, man. Why did I buy that? Well, now I know. Oof. How do people drink that? It's like it's like drinking a freaking candy, a sour candy. Whew. Can't do it. All right, guys, so let's do this. Bitcoin right now, 76,650. Not looking bad, guys. Support level. If we can hold this support level somewhere around the 76,000, we'll call it 76,400, 76,450, somewhere around this area. If we can hold this, like we bounced off of it already 3 times. This is on the 30-minute. If we can come out of this weekend and we're above that line, 80,000 this week coming up. If we can hit 80,000 this week for Bitcoin, you better be ready, because a lot of these meme coins, a lot of these altcoins are going to start taking off even more than what we've seen. So if we do see some retracements and we break below there, I'm thinking the next spot that's really going to be a big spot for some support, which would still keep us very bullish, 75,400, somewhere around there. And maybe we come back into this level. But today, even yesterday, really today, us making new all-time highs, I mean, we're looking solid. We're looking solid, honestly. So hopefully, like I said, most bullish scenario would be us coming off of Sunday, going into this week coming up above that 76,400 area. I think that's just setting us up for $80,000 plus Bitcoin. So we'll see how that plays out. But you know, if like for me particularly, for like MILADY, I'm gonna keep my eye on it, right? Because I definitely want to want to add to my bag, and Myro as well. Kind of just keep an eye on it. If we do see any much of a retracement, especially back down towards the 77 area, be picking back up. But with that being said, guys, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys have a great Friday. I know it wasn't a crazy stream today, but I do appreciate everybody that was here. Slap those likes. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe. Everybody that hit those super chats, thank you so much. For the new members, welcome. We will be having a member stream this weekend, so make sure you're there. Be there or be square, right? But what's going on here? Hold on, before I jump. Moonwell is coming to the buy zone. Let's pull up Moonwell. Let's see what Ricky's got going on here. Did this just drop? I feel like you've brought up this project before. Is this like another project you brought up and I haven't paid attention to? Yeah. So Ricky, as far as this, I mean, it looks good. It looks good as far as the chart. Support level 0.5, somewhere around that 0.5 area, somewhere around the 7 cent, 771 area, we'll call it. You can see you bounce off of that a couple times. What I'll say as far as buy zone, it's holding the trend. If it does break below the trend in this and the 0.5 at the 71, I would say good buy zone would probably be anything below that 0.5. So anything below, let's call it the 7 cent area, would be a good buy zone, in my opinion. So, but you might see this consolidate sideways, or it could hold this trend line and come back up to maybe retest the 236, especially if like I said, we stay above the 76,400 area during this weekend, and Bitcoin's at potentially 80,000, 85,000 this week coming up. You're going to see these projects, they're going to just, I mean, they're basically just refueling right now, and they're going to take off, right? So right now could be a good spot, to maybe accumulate, not financial advice, but it's all about what do you anticipate for this week coming up, right? So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep this on. We'll keep this on the watch list here. So, but all right, guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great Friday. I do appreciate you guys. Everybody that was here. Be safe out there, and I will see you guys this weekend. All right, guys. All right. See ya.